When you look at what an ounce of prevention would do here in terms of cutting off the supply, to me it exceeds the pound of cure in terms of the value. And Dr. Humphreys, you list overprescription, decreased tolerance, baby boomers' permissive drug habits, and synthetic drugs like fentanyl. And there was a normal kind of paradigm to all this before fentanyl came onto the scene, which in the same quantity is 50 times more powerful than its counterpart prior to it. So in the business of remediation, and when you and Ms. Steinberg are talking about how do you deal with it all and a lot of other related issues, I'd like to hear your opinion on the relative importance of all of these factors and what would happen if we just had China quit sending precursors to Mexico, and Mexico was doing its job of not letting cartels enrich themselves by being the distributor. Give some sense of proportionality.
Fentanyl has been a public health disaster and has caused more death more quickly than any drug in my career. The synthesization makes it far more potent. It's also far more compact, so it's much harder to interdict. It's highly addictive. It's hard for people to stop using it. Absolutely, if fentanyl did not exist, we would clearly have many fewer deaths. Challenge is, it's so compact, as I said, it probably takes 5 or 10 metric tons to supply our entire country. Let's say China did the right thing, as they should, and just got out of this business. Could be just moved to another country. India has a very large pharmaceutical industry, not super tightly regulated. They have chemists who'd like to make a little extra money too. So that would be the challenge. We have to work with China, but we also have to work with essentially every other nation that has this technology.
Ms. Steinberg.
Well, I'm not even an armchair foreign policy expert, but what I can say is that while fentanyl has been contributing substantially to the overdose death rate, we're still talking about millions of older adults that have a substance use disorder. And preventing those deaths is very significant, but allowing these individuals to recover and live their lives with dignity, reconnect with their families, re-engage with their friends, that is something that is fundamentally important for all the people who are suffering from substance use disorders, but also alcohol use disorders, the growing rate of methamphetamine use disorders and stimulant use disorders. There are a lot of people that we're missing if we're focusing so narrowly on fentanyl, and providing that treatment and that full range of evidence-based treatment for those individuals is critically important. And I've heard a lot of talk today about a lot of the medical symptoms and side effects of fentanyl, like seizures, which are serious. And to me, that's pointing again to this issue of parity, that we're focusing so much on the medical side and not on the substance use disorder treatment needs. So I urge us as a group here to remember that these people deserve substance use disorder treatment as well, and to do that in a comprehensive and equitable way.
Well, thank you for that. And I think if there's one clear thing from these hearings, and Dr. Humphreys, I'm glad you accentuated it, the Chinese Communist Party ought to do the world a favor and pull their production, and I think it would set the stage for making it difficult for other countries to pick it up if they led by example. That's probably a pipe dream to even expect that to occur, but the fact that we've then accommodated this with an open border policy, shame on us, because that's doubling down on what we know is going to be a difficult thing to solve. Thank you all for your opinions today. Appreciate it.